welcome to our Liberty House. My name is Beth, and I'm doing a unique project series where I'm going to show you how I transformed this part of the garden. Hey guys, welcome back. Another week where I'm working on my garden project. Today's really exciting because I feel like I'm at the past the halfway point of getting all of the concrete done. So that's what I have been up to. You saw me stain this concrete, stencil it, and seal it, and now I'm ready to start painting the walls. So I've been getting a whole bunch of inspiration from different folks on Pinterest and found a few different ones I liked, but landed on kind of a hybrid of a few that I found, and kind of flip the camera around and show you kind of the pattern that we're doing, and then show you the paint colors, and then we're just gonna get to painting and we'll show you how it looks at the end. So I'm thinking it might be a little bright in some spots, so I apologize in advance if it's hard to see, but I used a chalk line, and me and my husband kind of taped out or chalked out kind of the stencil of what we're doing, but it's basically going to be 4 different colors in kind of a linear pattern that's going to feed from the top, go all the way down past, let me move my hand so it focuses, past the garage door, and then ends here on the bottom. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not sure I love the idea of a hard angle here, so I may, as we paint, try to curve that out a little bit and see how that looks. But I mean, it should be pretty simple. I didn't want to do anything too complicated, but mostly my goal here was to just add some fun color in our garden space. I'm kind of backing up carefully so when we're in the garden we just kind of have a nice splash of color. I want to elaborate a little bit on my line spacing too, because all 4 are a little bit different. The overall width you're seeing here is 18 inches. That top line is 5 inches, and then it goes 3 inches, 6 inches, and then 4 inches. I wanted them to be similar, but just enough difference to make it a little interesting. Speaking of color, let me show you what I'm working with here. So these are the 4 colors. We have all Behr paint I'm using today, and I'm using an exterior paint too, since this is going outside. But these are the 4 colors, kind of trying to hit a little bit of a mid-century look with maybe a twist of little bohemian. Is kind of the vibe of my whole house, so I wanted to reflect that here and just bring some nice cheerful color to the garden. So I'm not going to bore you with kind of the how to paint, because I'm sure most people know how to paint, and if you don't, there's probably lots of tutorials online that show you how to paint. It's literally, I'm just using a paintbrush, and me and Lucas are just gonna paint these lines, and then I will check in with you kind of throughout the process and show you at the end kind of how it turned out. So I'm gonna get painting. So all I did was pretty much just 1 coat of paint covered this. I did a little bit of touch up, especially on that dark green color, needed it. But yeah, really just 1 coat covered it really, really well with that Behr paint. I'm pretty happy with it. You can see I taped the bottom edge just to make sure I didn't get any paint on the concrete, the freshly done concrete, and then I used some tape around the door trim and things like that. But otherwise, I mean, that chalk line worked really, really well to give me that straight line. If you don't have a chalk line, you can of course use painter's tape. I personally just didn't want to. I don't have a great relationship with painter's tape, and I find it more annoying than helpful personally. But yeah, use whatever you think is best. And then I also just want to mention kind of my thought process on the height and everything. I intentionally wanted this to go through that window that you see right here. Just kind of, I don't know, I guess why I wanted it, but I thought it would look best if it did. And then it's just about like halfway up and halfway down, like on this wall, I guess. But yeah, I guess, I don't know if that's helpful or not, but hopefully this was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to reveal the whole space with it finished.